who went before me. I mean, these are people whose games I've played. I've played Andrew's game, I've played Rob's game, I've played Jen's game, and I wanted to take all of the things that made their game great and put it into one big pot of super awesome. And I tried to get that into, Requiem. I tried to get the key ideas of vampires in all of those. And I think it actually cleaved very closely to their original ideas.
For the record, super awesome is a key Icelandic phrase. Andrew?
Oh, my great, that's easy. Hunter's Hunted, the worst writer I ever dealt with. Couldn't make a deadline. Yeah, Bill.
You worked on my book, Andrew. Second worst writer he ever dealt with.
Second worst writer I ever had. No, I'll also go with two books in that case. The first one being the first edition. It was definitely a lot of birthing pains getting that thing torn out of the womb and off to the printer. It wasn't a joke that we had to send one of the heads of the company out of the country to get those books done. And we did, and they got done, and they came out the way they did. The second one, and this is interesting because it's a challenge definitely in a good way, were the Sabbat books, Player's Guide to Sabbat and Storytellers, because the writer for that is incredibly creative. Steve Brown, just great stuff. I love working with him, but distilling it down into one book, he I don't know, bled ideas 24 hours a day. There was so much that he would come up with, and so much good stuff, and turning those into two gaming books was an interesting collaboration, and I think they worked very well.
Joe?
I'm going to actually go ahead and group together the clan books that we did for Revised, because literally the very first one of those was kind of already in process when I came on. And really, as difficult as it is to take a project that has already begun, that you know that you can improve on, it's many times more difficult to take something that is frankly fantastic, and then suddenly everyone's looking at you and they say, okay, make this cool. Well, okay. Plus, there was also the fact that it was an entirely new format. I've been a freelance writer for a while, and I've done some development work before I moved to Atlanta. So I was kind of familiar with how books are supposed to be laid out. I could do art notes, the whole bit, but the strong visual element with the new clan books was an incredible challenge. And yeah, one that I enjoyed though. And
well, at that note, we're basically out of time, and I just want to say that I got introduced to Vampire when I was 21. I worked at a game store, and the first thing I did is I said, "This is a game I will never play." And then 20 years later, just about, it's been a cornerstone of my life, and it's been an honor and a privilege. You guys have done some amazing work. I've met with thousands of fans around the world that still love what you do. And you really contributed a lot. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and hopefully we can do this again. Thanks.
I would also like to thank the players. I mean, again, you guys are the guys who are buying the books. You guys are the guys who are playing the game, and without you guys, none of what we do means anything. So thank you for having an interest. Thank you for playing the game. Thank you for being enthusiastic about it. So thank you.
agreed.
Awesome.
Bill Barr.